G'day chunky chili dudes and dudettes, and welcome back to another episode of Son of a Chunk. The chili hasn't fallen far from the tree. I'm glad you could join me again for episode number 5, and I tell you, we've got a very exciting episode coming up. But before we get stuck in, as usual, make sure you like and subscribe, join our page, check out our Facebook now that we're live at Son of a Chunk at Facebook. We'll be heading over to TikTok and Instagram very, very shortly to do some collabs with the man himself, the king of the chunk, the chunky chili dude. And as always, as he says, the big man himself says,
I'm the chunky chili dude. I'm on with the heat.
on with the heat. Look forward to seeing you after this intro. Let's get into it and talk about what's going on beside me. Welcome back, chunky chili dudes and dudettes. Welcome to episode 5. Now, I told you before the intro this was going to be a very special video, and I'm telling you, man, I'm so excited. This is going to be a crazy cracker video. We have so much to unpack today. We have more Carolina Reaper chilies to grow. I know, more Carolina Reaper chilies to grow. I want Carolina Reapers everywhere. I'm going to make some many sauces. So we're going to go crazy. But we've got 2 mystery chilies right here. If you think you can guess what they are, comment in the video below. Comment down and just say, what do you think it is? And we'll reveal them at the end of the video or towards when we start to set this all up. Now you're probably wondering, son of a chunk, what are you doing? Well, guess what? I'm going for a different look this time. I'm going to be doing different aspects of growing successfully, hopefully growing successfully through different ways you can do through home, outside, inside. I hope you enjoyed the last few videos that we've been doing. We're obviously renovating the backyard, getting it ready to go. But now it's time to start growing inside because Son of a Chunk had a bit of a son of a chunk moment. We got home the other day and Mrs. Son of a Chunk was asking me how my chilies are going. And I said, look, I'll go and grow them for you and show you. And open up the window where the chili has been sitting and smashed the entire greenhouse that we built in the last few videos ago all over the floor, meaning that it was all just destroyed. So we had to restart it and replant some more. So there will be some extra chili seeds getting planted in those ones to restart them. Obviously, I saw in that last video I offset them a little bit, so there's going to be some chances to grow some extra chili seeds that we're going to do, plus obviously what's going to happen right beside us. So we're restarting the chili grow. For some others, there's good news and there is bad news. We did lose that habanero plant. It just got way too much to just by stick. I'm still trying to recover it. The stick is still green, so it's not a habanero plant at the moment, it is a stick. And we did lose the firecracker chilies in the transport shop, but we still have the 2 habaneros which are successfully growing. There is some concern we do have, however, one of the Carolina Reaper plants is kind of withering a little bit. Not the great one, he's doing very, very well. And as per usual, the Tabasco plant is just kicking ass. So I've got to keep an eye on one of the Carolina Reaper chili plants, see how he does. But good news is that we still have a strong plant to grow. We might be able to reseed some of those chili seeds when they do fruit up and get them back out into the garden as well, because we still have 4 more gardens to complete. That's right, we have 4 more gardens. This whole place that I'm staying at has a grand total of 7 gardens built, and we've only done 1.5. So we've got 4 more gardens of chilies to build, then an extra garden for Mrs. Chunk, because God forbid, I can't take all the gardens for myself. So we're going to be doing a fairy garden for the little chunk and Mrs. Chunk and the son of a chunk. So that way we can have a bit of an exploratory garden as well. So that way we can have a bit of fun with it. But moving on to what we're doing in this video today, we are going to be doing some absolutely amazing things with hydroponics. We've got all the things we need to do to get started for hydroponics with seeding, hydroponic fertilizer, nutrients, the soil kitting, the seeds themselves, what we're going to do with them and how long they're going to take, getting it all unboxed, ready to go. So this I haven't done yet. I'm unboxing it together and we're going to go through all of this together. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to be looking at all of these. So while we're doing the break, let's have a look at how the backyard's been going so far. Right, welcome back. So, as you've seen, the gardens are looking fantastic. We've managed to rejuvenate and revitalize the entire backyard. It's looking a little bit nicer. It's looking a hell of a lot more cleaner, that's for sure. And it's starting to look like a garden, a proper garden, which is good. So when these plants start to grow and turn into big trees, we're going to have fruits everywhere. In the next 12 weeks, you're going to see all these cool things happen along the Son of a Chunk channel. So make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell because as soon as they're up, you'll see them. And that way you can see all the cool hot sauces, Tabasco sauces, and all the weird and wacky things we do in between. I tell you, it's going to be a fun ride. So, let's get into hydroponics, shall we? So the first thing we've got here is the hydroponic mini garden. Now this thing here is your base. This is where it all begins. So, hydroponic garden has 4 little capsule pods, a booklet. Gentlemen, we never read the booklet, am I right? We put the booklet over here. A little tiny flap there to pour our hydroponic solution into it, and we just put the cap open to expose what is inside. So we have ourselves 4 little tags, 4 little greenhouse caps, 3 little greenhouse caps. Oh no! It looks like I've been robbed of a greenhouse cap, have I? No, wait, no I haven't. There we are. That was a close one. I'm really worried. So with these greenhouse caps, what we do is we're going to fill these with soil. Once you fill them with soil, we're obviously going to fill up the line here to fill up with water. And then hydroponics is when it consistently supplies itself with nutrients and water through the ground. So that way the roots will actually seep through the baskets and hold out and just keep sucking the nutrients out. They'll still hold the soil, but the roots will come all the way out through here and then suck down. And what we want to do is right before the roots get all the way through, we want to pull this out, we want to transport it into a bigger pot, which is what we're going to do. Still keep it into a hydroponics lab. That's not going to change. We're still going to keep it that way. But what we are going to do is try to see if we can successfully grow Carolina Reapers, my other 2 secrets, all in hydroponics area, or at least using the indoor garden growing one. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. I want to do the grow your own chilies inside these. These have been very successful for us. So I want to keep doing those inside those. But I do want to sneak maybe 1 or 2 chili seeds from the Reapers into this. So I am going to open up one of the grow your own Carolina Reapers and I'm going to pop it into this little seed mix here and see how we go. The rest, I promise you, we will grow inside the rest of the chili plants. But let's get cracking. So, no manual required, so far as we know. We might have to, I don't know. We should be fine. Manual for something because I have made an accident, but it's okay because there is something here that will help us save the day, and that's all right. We'll do it differently this time. So it turns out I need to fill this up with peat pellets. I can't just use normal soil. So I'm going to use soil for 2 and peat pellets for 2 and see what happens. I'm going to have to use some of the Carolina Reaper peat pellets, which is totally fine because, you know, it happens. It happens. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. All right. That's fine. I can still split one of the peat pellets up with that and have 2 and 2 and mix that all together, and that's fine. And then in this one, I'm going to do the soil and see how we go. But this is totally fine, you know? We're learning. So the good news is it says I just need to add a little bit and then sprinkle a little bit of soil over the top. So let's see how we go with this, shall we? All right. Once again, making a lot of mess, which means Mrs. Chunk is going to whoop my candy ass, but that's okay. we're going to learn from this very moment, because we still need to do the Carolina Reaper version. So I'm going to take the seeds out for this one, because we're going to mix all the water together and all the peat together, and hope for the best. So I'm going to cheat this one and just fill it with water and let it soak in. And we're just going to pour that in there. Get that one there. Whoa, hang on a second. I know they're stuffed up. I had a brain fade because I didn't think I'd taken the seeds out yet. So I'll let that mix up, and then when she's good to go, we're good to go. If I didn't read, I'm excessively confused, but that's okay. I'm going to assume that we pour it in here and make sure we don't exceed the level. Let's see how we go. I'll get some more water, we'll be back. I might have stuffed up. So here's the thing. You're not actually supposed to put soil in a hydroponic kit, and this is why we are learning this together. So what we're going to be doing is skipping the video to tomorrow morning when Bunnings reopens, and I will probably do a bit of a documentary about me making up for my errors and not reading the manual. But there is a very valuable lesson to be learned here, and that is that don't do things without reading the fine print first. So, that being said, please read the manual. Hydroponics is definitely different. You will need a medium, which is koi peat or other mediums like perlite, just to help germinate the seed and get the seed to grow through its roots. So, we're going to find the right koi peat for it tomorrow, and we're going to do it properly. However, it is not over yet. I have, in fact, gone ahead and started to germinate our Carolina Reaper chilies. We'll get them up on the shelf with the other one, see how they're going, and then we'll fast forward to 12 hours, or maybe even a little bit later than that so I can get a sleep in, to when we do get to Bunnings and find out what we've done wrong, fix it. We'll get this all done for you, ready for tomorrow. So let's fast forward to me then.